So welcome to week 3 of our September newsletter. And the question is, are you ready to downsize? And Sherri, Hopfe, and I are going to talk about that. Okay, so Sherri, you and I are at that stage of life. I've downsized. You're thinking about it, whether you still have kids who are home or not home or coming back home. One of the big questions is, how do we know if you're ready? Like, what are some of the signs? What are the things to think about? Because you're dealing with this right now.
Well, and I just made a joke in the office here about, like when you look out your front door and you're the only one in the neighborhood that still lives there from the original group. Everybody else is already downsized.
Right. Young families are moving in.
The little kids are driving down the street in their little cars. Then But really, I think there's a lot of things. Are you getting ready to retire? There's just so much maintenance with these big houses anymore that you're not using, probably even part of it anymore.
I know. We did think about that, like when we were talking about downsizing, and in the winter, when the kids are all gone, our in-laws had lived with us for years. They're down in Florida. It was like 25% of the house.
I know.
If you think you go to your kitchen, your living room, your bedroom, you don't need all that space, and you're paying to heat it. You're paying to keep it cool in the summer, and then the maintenance, you're right. And the longer you're there, the more it pops up.
It's true. And, half of those rooms, you don't even go in unless you're going to dust. Truly, before you have company
again. The packing marks are still in the carpeting. Right, exactly.
Then it's time to think about it,
Right,
it is.
Exactly. And some of the things, so how do you even start that process, though?
Well, I think it has to be a thoughtful process, or it's really overwhelming. Even like we're going into fall right now, and I was just thinking about this, that, you go through the decorations and stuff that you use, and if you don't, then it's time. Give them away. Donate them or see what your kids want. But I think you want to start gradually in all of the stuff, and otherwise I think it's really overwhelming.
That's a really good point, because for so many years at Christmas time, because you see something new, you get it, but you still have all the old stuff. And I was thinking that, I'm like, wow, I have a ton of Christmas stuff.
I do too.
And I know. And so this year is the year, as you go through, that's actually a great, I should have done that instead. I did not do it the right way. I moved some stuff that, again, when we got into our new place, I then was like, why did I even move this? Why did I pay to have someone move this? I'm just going to get rid of it now because there's no space.
I know. You just look at it, you're not going to use it again. It's time to go.
Yeah.
So I think it has to be thoughtful, and I think for a lot of us, if we're moving into smaller places, you can sort of figure out like what you need.
Right.
All of your furniture you're not going to need. So maybe this holiday season when you're with your family, let them know, I'm not taking this or this, and maybe if they want some of it, it's a great time to get rid of that. Otherwise, give it away. Or donate it. A lot of people could use it.
And we're finding that our kids don't want our stuff. As cool as we think it is, and grandma's china and all that stuff, it just isn't something that's being handed down like it used to be.
Right.
And then the important part is, who do you contact? Like, what are your resources as you're trying to go through this process?
Right. Well, there are companies out there, and obviously at our brunch in later September, we will have Lisa Bevins here talking about just that. Her company comes in and helps us figure out what to keep and pack it up and move it, and I don't even think a lot of people know that those services are out there.
Yeah, and her and her team are amazing.
Yeah.
And then, of course, start thinking about now in the fall. If you're thinking, I'm going to do it next spring, if your yard looks nice or you have trees around that turn colors, take pictures now so you're ready in the spring. Sometimes you want to go early spring and it's still snowy or brown or whatever, and we love when we go into people's house and they're like, well, I took pictures last fall, can you use them? You're like, yes, we can.
Right. When it looks great and your flowers are in bloom and everything's perfect, that's the pictures you want. And so your next contact obviously is a realtor. That's right. We're here
because you really do have to think about not only decluttering your stuff, which we can help you with, but are there some projects you can do over the winter that we can help you with, or is there something that we want to get a head start on, get you on some contractor schedule, so if you are leaving for the winter, as soon as you get back, we can take care of those things, because they get booked up really, really quickly.
They do. And the other thing is to remember to just again, not to get overwhelmed. If it's too much as you're going through this, you know, hire that person that's going to plow out your driveway
Right.
or all of that, and get rid of your snowblower.
Right.
But you know, all of that, it just helps that process go smoother.
And she spoke about this September 21st, Wednesday, September 21st at 10 a.m. We are having a downsizing brunch here at our offices at Truen Group. And we will have, obviously, realtors to talk about what that means. We will have a loan officer here to talk. Are you able to maybe get a home equity loan, or no, you're just going to take out a full mortgage or something in between? Financial advisor, Lisa will be here from Home Sweet Home. So we'll have all the resources you need just to kind of get your mind thinking about this and what it will take.
Right, right.
It is a big move. We understand that. We've done it and we've helped clients do it. And so we really want to be with you every step of the way, guiding you through this process. We have all the resources you need.
So join us on September 21st.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. So thanks for looking through our newsletter. Hopefully we see you tomorrow at our downsizing event. But next week, we're going to talk about garage rehab. In our rehab corner, Katie Kokendorfer and I will cover that, because it's more than just the house you're downsizing.